Hello everybody and welcome to another run of Hollow Vine. So today we're going to be going back and we're going to be running into another league. This again, we're running into a friendly league. We're not going to take this to competitive yet until we work the kinks out of it. And we're going to be playing Hollow Vine, which is basically a graveyard based aggro deck centered around getting back a whole bunch of Vengevines through casting things like Hollow One for free or Gravecrawler. And basically, our graveyard strategies are we have Vengevine, Prized Amalgam, some Bloodghasts, some Gravecrawlers, and generally just a hell of a lot of draw through our Cathartic Reunions, Faithless Looting, Instant Neonates, Street Wraiths. We are able to just grind through this deck. So the changes we've made to the deck for today are we are running one Tasker. I'm testing this guy out because even though we have a lot of cards we want to be recurring from our graveyard, we also have a lot of cards that kind of just sit in our graveyard and don't do anything, like Street Wraith, once you've cycled it, does nothing. Hollow One, if it's dead, does nothing. Lotleth Troll, Neonate, Cathartic Reunion, Faithless Looting, Collective Brutality, and any of our lands that end up in our graveyard. All of them are great delve fodder for Tasker, so hopefully Tasker does pretty good. I don't think I want to be running more than one of them in the deck, but we'll see how it goes if we manage to draw it. And the other change we have is we're running 3 Collective Brutality. So, Collective Brutality is pretty good because it gives our deck at least some way to interact with our opponent, whether it be through making them discard a card or just killing a dude. Or, you know what? With how much damage we do to ourselves through Street Wraith and fetches and shocks, even draining for 2 is good. Plus, that's all. The drain for 2 can also be a way to kill our opponent. There have been a couple games I've played where we've gotten our opponent down to 1, and then they just stabilize, and it's just like, God damn it, we can't win now. So, to make room for these cards, I went and I took out the 3 Stinkweed Imp we had in the deck because the Dredge component seemed to actually hurt it more than it helped it. And then we also took out 1 Cathartic Reunion. Cathartic Reunion, from the games I've played, seems to be a card where you want it every game, but you don't necessarily always want multiples. So we've cut it back from 4 down to 3, and we're going to see how that works. And then the other change we made was we cut 1 Knot of the Bone in the graveyard and replaced it with a second Maelstrom Pulse. I found that Knot of the Bone wasn't coming in that many matchups, and the matchups it did come in, I honestly think that while we would still bring in the 1 Knot of the Bone, having more removal through like another Maelstrom Pulse would help equally as much. Alright, so that's it for the intro, and let's get to game 1.